introductions. We've had all the pomp and circumstance. We've had all the fuss and feathers. But it's time. It's time for Dodger baseball.
Good evening, everybody. Valhalla Sports Talk is live with Dodgers baseball. Tonight, the Los Angeles Dodgers will take on the Arizona Diamondbacks from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. It's the first of a three-game series between the two teams, and it's the first time the Dodgers have been home in a while. Two teams going in very different directions, and Valhalla Sports Talk is here with all the action. So as I mentioned, the Dodgers are going to host the Diamondbacks here for the next three games. We've already got some folks in the chat here. Bobby from Butcher's Block and Patriots Talk and YouTube Core, who also has a YouTube channel, are checking in the chat already. But as I said, first game of a three-game series. The Dodgers are currently 28-10 on the season, having set a home run record last month, the most home runs in a month in National League history. A lot of that probably had to do with the new designated hitter rule, but still, we will take it. The Diamondbacks are a team going in the other direction. They've lost like 11 out of their last 14 games, and they're currently 14-21 on the season, and only 5-12 away from Chase Bank in Phoenix. So two teams headed in different directions. The Diamondbacks were very active at the trade deadline yesterday. They sent away some mainstays from their roster, some folks that had been with them for a long time. I took a picture to remember who they were. But Robbie Ray is gone. Andrew Chafin was sent to the Cubs. Sterling Marte is now a Marlin. And Archie Bradley was shipped off to the Cincinnati Reds. So the Dodgers, I think all they did at the trade deadline, they didn't pick up anyone, but they did trade Stripling, the pitcher, off the team. Jack Serrano checking in the chat for the first time. Welcome, Jack. How you doing? Make sure to get your keepers in our Dynasty League, man. Don't make me send you another message. But anyway, so we're getting ready for this game here. Let's go over a little bit of what we got going on here as far as who's playing for the teams and all that good stuff. All right, so the lineup for the Diamondbacks tonight, you got LeCastro, the left fielder, will be leading off. Marte will be the second baseman. Walker, the catcher. Escobar is the cleanup hitter, and he's playing third base. Cathune is going to play right field. Ahmed is the shortstop. Young is the DH. Varsho, the center fielder, and Kelly, the catcher, will end the lineup there. For the Dodgers have Mookie Betts leading off with Corey Seager second. A.J. Pollock playing DH and third. Max Muncy's playing cleanup tonight because Cody Bellinger has the night off. Taylor will be batting fifth. Will Smith, getting jiggy with it, is the catcher. He'll be batting sixth. KK Hernandez is playing left field. Rios is the third baseman. And Lux will be playing second base. Justin Turner today was put on the 10-day DL, retroactive, I think, to the 27th. So he will not be in the lineup for a little bit here. Let's check the pitchers. So the pitchers for both teams, the Diamondbacks are going to send out Alex Young. He's a left-handed pitcher, number 49. He's 1-1 on the season with a 4.70 ERA, 23 innings pitched, 22 hits, and 24 strikeouts, 5 base on balls, and he's given up 7 dingers. Jose Urias is taking the mound for the Dodgers. He's 2-0 on the season with a 3.67 ERA, 27 innings pitched, 28 hits, 24 Ks, 10 base on balls, and he's given up 3 dingers. So that's kind of what we got going tonight. As if you're in the betting community, you like to bet on these games here. The run line for both teams It's plus 1.5 for the Diamondbacks, plus or minus 1.5 for the Dodgers. The money line plus 185 for the Diamondbacks, minus 210 for the Dodgers, and the over/under for run scores in the game is 8.5. So that's pretty much all we got. The game is set to start in about 5 minutes, according to my watch here. So we've got a little time to check in with the chat and see how everybody's doing this evening. Mind Milton has already checked in. One of my mods and buddies puts in his traditional woo and starts a woo party up in the chat. And it looks like Milton's going to be rooting for the Diamondbacks tonight. That's okay, man. You can root for whoever you want to. And Salvador Chavez checks in for the first time tonight. Says, hi, my friend. Hello, my friend, to you. And Jack Serrano says he loves Urias. I think he looks just like you, Jack. I think he looks like your twin. Back in the high school days, anyway. 4 viewers up in the chat already before we get this thing started. Just a kind of a check on the channel itself. I've set a goal for the channel this month, in the month of September, to get to 400 subscribers by the end of the month. We are at 267 as we get ready for today's game. 267. Jack says he throws a little harder than you did. Yeah, that's true. And he probably doesn't slam his hand in his car door very often. So that probably helps. That probably helps. So as far as what I get to watch today, I get to watch the announcers for the Diamondbacks because I live in Arizona. So I never like that. I wish you had always got your choice. I wish you got your choice of which announcers you got to watch. But you don't. Jack says you remember. I remember everything, man. I remember it all. So it looks like they're doing like the final commercials before we get this thing underway. Jack, we have a tradition here on the channel that started about 5 games ago, and it's the middle of the 6th. That's the time for everybody in the chat to put their thoughts of the Astros in the chat. It's usually pretty rough for them. Cor says he's got to check out. He'll be back later. You're the least popular fan in Houston? Well, I imagine. It's because they know. I can't believe none of them got suspended. But we're on to this year. We are on to this year. The Dodgers still lead the National League in wins. I think there's some questions about the Yankees. So this is anybody's ball game. And there you go. Bobby's showing what time it is in the middle of the 6th there. It's time for us to duck the Astros. Duck them Astros. Yeah, they are. They're playing very well. They did have a couple games in that Texas series where, I was a little concerned about some things. I don't think Bellinger looks near as good as he did last year. I know his numbers are still comparable, but I don't know. He just doesn't look as confident at the plate as he did before. What does your dad think of the newest Dodger, old Mookie Betts there, Jack? I'm actually excited about this one. I like when they play the D-backs. Hopefully we get a busy chat area going today for this one. And we see a lot of dingers and a lot of appearances by Bobblehead Bobby. Nito Power Sports checks in. Says he's liking the video on both of his accounts. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Oh, your dad's visiting? That's cool, dude. That's cool. Tell him I said howdy. Tell him I said howdy. All right, so it looks like we're getting ready to go here. LeCastro is in the not the batter's box, but the get ready circle there. Tim LeCastro bats right, and he's playing left field for them. Number 16 for the Diamondbacks. Of course, I remember your mother, Jack. Of course, of course. One of the nicest lady I've met in my whole life. All right, Julio Urias on the season, 6 games, 2-0, 3.67 earned run average. Number 7 for the Dodgers is on the mound. It's good to see the Dodgers back at Dodger Stadium. Continues to be weird to see them with no fans out there. They're giving us the Dodgers defensive lineup right now, which I just gave you a few minutes ago. Yeah, that's her, dude. You know what you're talking about. Very nice lady. 10 viewers up in the chat, and we haven't even had a pitch thrown yet. Not an official one, anyway. Urias doing his warm-up pitches. Looks like a beautiful night in the City of Angels as we look in on the mecca of baseball, Dodger Stadium. So here we go. Tim LeCastro at the plate. 250 on the season, 2 RBIs, 754 on base or OPS. And he gets ready for the first pitch from Urias. Godslayer 29 checks in, says hello. Hello back to you, sir. First pitch. Straight across the plate for a called strike. And we get this thing going from Los Angeles. The next pitch, high, over the plate, strike, called strike. This Diamondback pitcher knows you have to swing to hit, right? Here he goes, pitch 3. Low, called ball. He still has yet to remove the bat from his shoulder. Urias looking through them glasses. Sends the next pitch. Looked like it was fouled back. Count remains 1-2 to LeCastro. Butcher Block asks who's pitching for. Oops, struck him out. He struck him out. Go sit down. Go sit down. Over there. All right, so the pitcher for the Diamondbacks is Al Young. Al Young. One Pride checks in, says the Yankees lose. Celebrating. I agree. All right, so I missed a couple pitches there, and the count's now 1-1 to Marte, who's hitting 307 on the season. I get to talking to you folks in the chat, and I forget that these guys are going. Next pitch, hit, shortstop. Corey fields it, throws it over to first for the easy out. It makes it 2 outs here in the top of the first for your Los Angeles Dodgers. And then he says, just kidding, the Yankees are up 5-3 in the ninth. Julian Cruz checks in and says, who's my current favorite player on the Dodgers? I would have to say Jock Peterson is probably my favorite. Christian Walker steps up to the plate for the Diamondbacks. .299 on the season with 4 dingers. Here comes the first pitch from Arias. Inside. Ball. No, one ball, no strikes. Salvador Chavez checks in for the first time of the night. Says, let's go, Dodgers. Let's go. Jack says the Yankees have a ton of injuries. Next pitch. Right down the middle for called strike. Bang. One ball, one strike to Walker of the Diamondbacks. Batting right-handed. Urias sends the next pitch. Low, outside, called ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Favorite Dodger all time. You know that, Jack. I'm wearing his jersey. Next pitch is fly ball. First base side. First baseman goes back, catches it. Max fields it, and we're out of the inning. So we're going to the bottom of the first with the Diamondbacks 0, Dodgers 0. And we go to commercial break. Favorite all-time Dodger, Jack? That's 6, baby. That's 6. Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey. If you're new to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, we always ask, please, because we have a goal, hit that subscribe button. Hit it, mash it. All right, so when the Dodgers come up here, the next 3 batters are Mookie Betts, Corey Seager, and A.J. Pollock. Do I remember your favorite? I actually don't. Was it Hershiser? Fernando? Manny Mota. He was the base coach for him forever, wasn't he? 10 viewers up in the chat. Remember, Valhalla Sports Talk is your Dodgers game day connection here on YouTube. So here we go, back at beautiful Dodger Stadium. Alex Young, the starter for the Diamondbacks, 0-1 on the season, 4.73 ERA, .245 opposing average. Here we go. He's set to deliver to Mookie Betts, the Dodgers' latest superstar. Batting right-handed, wearing that familiar number 50. Pitch on the way. Inside for a called strike. Betts on the season, 298, 11 home runs, 26 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch on the way. He swings at it, fouls it back behind home plate. Fouls it back behind home plate. So makes the count no balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch from the lefty, down low in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Dodger slugger. Salvador Chavez says, I can't want. Not sure what that means, Salvador Chavez. Do you mean wait? Next pitch. Low and inside. Betts chases. Goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. And he has to go take a seat. Over there. Brings up Corey Seager, number 5. Batting left-handed. The shortstop for the Dodgers. Corey having a big season, leading the Dodgers in average. Next pitch. Corey swings at it. It's fouled. Third base side. Just over the bag and into the seats. Into the yellow seats at Dodger Stadium. I believe that's called the Loge level. Bobby says Mookie's been in a slump lately. Yeah, he's been off a little bit there, Bobby. He gets 0-2 counts on him a lot. I noticed this last series anyway. Next pitch from the lefty. Low. Corey lays off. That makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. To the former Rookie of the Year. Next pitch. Corey, mighty swing. Foul at third base line into the second deck. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Next pitch from Young on the way. Corey hits it just to stay alive. Little dribbler down the first base side, foul. 12 people up in the chat. Well, that's what happens. You kind of press a little bit, right, Bobby? The 1-2 pitch to Seager is on the way. Low and outside. He lays off. That makes the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Seager again batting .311 on the season. Young has pitched 9 pitches so far in this game. Next pitch. Down low and inside. Seager lays off. The umpire says that's not a strike. The pitcher takes off his glove like he doesn't believe it. He'll have to get over it because now the count's 3-2. That's a full count, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch on the way. Down low and outside, and they walk him. So the Dodgers are in business, ladies and gentlemen. Mina Milton checks in and says, let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Dodgers. Tim LeCastro, Dalton Varsho, and some other dude are the outfielders. Eduardo Escobar is the third baseman. Nick Ahmed, shortstop. Marte at second. Walker at first. And, of course, you know Young is pitching. I didn't see who the catcher was because the graphics moved too fast, and I'm old and slow. Dodgers with a runner on first and 1 out. That brings up A.J. Pollock, the designated hitter tonight for the Dodgers. Next pitch on the way. Inside, 93-mile-an-hour fastball for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Pollock. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get it. Next pitch. Low and inside. Pollock says, I'm not swinging at that garbage. 261 on the season, 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first in the bottom of the first for the Dodgers. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Jack checks in the chat and says a double incoming. Calling it. A prediction from Jack Stradamus. He's calling a double. Now, is he talking about a double hit or a double play? I guess we'll find out. The 2-1 to Pollock. On the way. Inside. Pollock says, I'm not swinging at that shit. Catcher rifles it back, tells his pitcher, you need to throw it in this little box. Can't you see it? It's right above the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Max Muncy on deck for these Dodgers. Again, Dodger Stadium looking beautiful tonight. Next pitch. Fouled off third base side. Fouled off third base side. Still a full count here for Mr. Pollock with a runner on first for these Dodgers. Jack says it's going to be a hit. The Dodgers don't hit into double plays. Okay, I hope not. We don't want him to. The 3-2 pitch from Young on the way. Hit. Left center. Guy hustles in, misses it, bounces off him, and it gets in front of him. That'll put Dodgers on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the first. Bringing up Max Muncy, the first baseman tonight for your Los Angeles Dodgers. 13 viewers up in the chat, the high for today. Yeah, the outfielder came in, tried to field it. It hit him right in the glove, but it just bounced right out and about 6 feet in front of him. He had to hustle after it. Jack says he'll take it even though his prediction wasn't right. I'll take it too. Milton says something's about to get wild. I want to know what it is because I want to be there if it's wild. The next pitch to Muncy. Right down the middle, bang. Called, first strike to the Dodgers slugger. So no balls, one strike, one out, 2 runners on for the Dodgers. Next pitch, Muncy swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. So he's in a 0-2 hole, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Milton says my channel's about to get wild. I hope so, man. We need it too. We got 20 people up in the chat. Let's make it wild. Let's make it wild. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Muncy. Down low in the dirt, a little gopher killer. Muncy says, no, I'm not farming. So that'll make it 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 runners on. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. I hope the channel's about to blow up, Milton. We got a goal of 400 by the end of September, my man. 400 subscribers. The 1-2 pitch to Muncy. Low and in the dirt for a called ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Muncy thought about going around. Had that little twitch going, but it didn't happen. He held on. Taylor, number 3, on deck for your Dodgers. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Hit. Center field. Blooper. Drops in front of the center fielder. And the Dodgers have the bases jacked here in the bottom of the first. Bases loaded, Los Angeles Dodgers. Joel R. checks into the chat and says, let's go, Blue. Let's go. 268 hype. 268 subscribers to the channel, to Valhalla Sports Talk, your home for Los Angeles Dodgers baseball. Diamondbacks having a committee meeting on the mound. Everybody out there. Nobody's social distancing. This is serious business. Guy's like, you're not going to yank me already, are you? The manager's like, I might. You got bases jacked in the bottom of the first, my man, even if you got a cool red glove. Mind of Milton throwing out some eyes. Julian Cruz says I'm an underrated YouTuber. They don't know where I'm at, man. They can't find me. The algorithm's all messed up. The algorithm is hiding me from the masses. Julian Cruz says, Cruz calls the second prediction of the night from the chat, folks. Says a grand slam incoming from Taylor. Let's see it. Should we bring out the big stick, ladies and gentlemen? Is it time for the big stick? Let's bring it out for Taylor. Pitch on the way. Low and inside. Low and inside. Joel R. calls for some social distance to the baseball. Yeah, let's hit that thing out into the parking lot. Taylor, 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out. Bases juiced for the Doyers. Next pitch, low and inside. Again. was real close, but it's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Taylor hitting 250 on the season. 2 home runs. Let's go. Let's go. Big stick time. Next pitch. Low. In the dirt. So 3 balls, no strikes. I like where this is going. 22 viewers up in the chat. That's the high for today. Let's go. Let's go. Taylor. Next pitch. Inside. He walked one home. And the Dodgers lead 1-0. Bases still. Jacked. Seager scores. Seager scores 1-0. The bottom of the first. Still only 1 out. And the bases remain loaded for the Dodgers. And the big stick is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is here. Guess who's up, ladies and gentlemen? Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Chavez Ravine. Out here to see if he can get jiggy with it. With the bases loaded. First pitch on the way. Down low in the dirt. Young gets the ball back from the catcher. He's probably worried that his coach is going to come see him again. Come on, Smith. Smith hitting 208 on the season. 4 home runs. Next pitch. Outside for a called strike. Will Smith didn't swing at it. Wasn't feeling it. Wasn't vibing. Thinking he wants another one. Give me one straight downtown so I can go bang. One ball, one strike, pitch is on the way. Will Smith turns on it. Hits it to left field. Foul. Second deck. Probably about 3 sections over from the foul pole. Like my lighting isn't correct. I got some blur on my screen. Don't they know we're a professional organization, ladies and gentlemen? All right, the 1-2 pitch to Smith from Young on the way. In the dirt, bounces, ball. That makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases juiced for your Los Angeles Dodgers. Good play by the catcher to keep that in front of him. Good play by the catcher to keep that in front of him, ladies and gentlemen. .30 pitches so far by Young in this game. The 2-2 swung, hit high, right center. The right fielder gets underneath it, catches it, throwing to the plate, and the Dodgers didn't move. The Dodgers stay where they were at, so we still have bases loaded with 2 outs now in the bottom of the first. We can't be leaving these people on base. That brings up KK Hernandez, number 14. Still sporting that 70s porn stash. Everyone telling him it doesn't look cool. He doesn't care. He's going to have it anyway. 28 viewers up in the chat. Hit that subscribe button. Mash that like. Let's get this thing going. The first pitch to KK Hernandez on the way. Right downtown, bang, for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. KK hitting .215 on the season, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. The 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. So Hernandez now 0-2. That's a pitcher's count, ladies and gentlemen. That's a pitcher's count. Martin Velasquez says, come on, let's get a grand slam. That's why we got the big bat out, Martin. That's why we got the big stick out. The 0-2 on the way. Down and in the dirt. That'll make it 1-2. 1-2 to the Dodgers left fielder today. Already 34 pitches by this pitcher so far in the inning. The 1-2 pitch is on the way. Hernandez turns on it, hits the third baseman, who throws it over to second for the out. And the Diamondbacks get out of the inning, only giving up one. Dodgers can't be leaving folks on base. They can't be leaving people on base like that. It makes me angry, makes me mad. Let's check in with the chat. Mind of Milton says that stash is legit. I can see you sporting that stash, Milton. I can see you. Let's do it. Martin Velasquez was looking for that grand slam that didn't happen. Alan Varela checks in, says, hi, bro. Hi, bro, back. And Ismael Mendoza says it's tough being a Diamondback fan in L.A. It's tough being any other fan than a Dodger fan in L.A. L.A. is a Dodger town. 30 viewers up in the chat. 30 viewers in between innings. Why didn't you guys tell me my scoreboard wasn't up? Why'd you tell me my scoreboard wasn't up there, ladies and gentlemen? You have to keep me straight. I'm old and forgetful. You need to keep me straight so we can keep bringing you the finest bells and whistles here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Jack Serrano says, talking about them Lakers. Them Lakers, who they playing in this next series? Do we know yet? What are you laughing at, Milton? The Lakers aren't a done deal yet, Jack. We got to win some more of these playoff series. I think we're headed for the Celtics. I just have a weird feeling it's going to be one of those years. First pitch, the first Diamondback hitter of the game, of the inning here, Eduardo Escobar. He's hitting 200 on the season. 1 ball, no strike. Next pitch, fouls it back behind home plate. Joel R. tells me to get my shit together. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Jack Serrano says, Rockets or Thunder. The Rockets always choke in the playoffs, Jack. You just don't know when it's going to happen. I hope it's Lakers versus Celtics, too. Bobby, my other mod there, he hopes it is, too. He won't be hoping it if we play each other, though. Then he won't hope that way anymore. All right, so we're 2-2 on this guy, Escobar. Next pitch, fouled down the first base line again, and out of play. Did I already mention that Escobar's hitting 200 on the season? Well, he is. He is. The 2-2 on the way. Hits it to the third base side, or it just gets through Seager. Seager can't field it. Bounces off him into left field, and the runner is on first. Runner's on first, so the Diamondbacks are in business here in the top of the second. Runner on first with no outs. You live in Houston and you hate the Rockets, Jack. That's good. I like it. I like it. All right, next up for the Diamondbacks, right fielder Cole Calhoun. 212 on the season, 8 home runs, 19 ribbies. And he steps into the plate against Urias. First pitch high and inside for a ball. Calhoun's a big dude. Gets his big booty in the batter's box and gets ready for the next pitch. Next pitch on the way. Swung. High. Fly ball. Left field. I believe that's Kike. Hernandez gets underneath it. Throws it in after the out. So it's one out here. Top of the second. Diamondbacks have a runner on first. And the Dodgers lead 1-0. Alan Varela says, "Do I like Urias?" He's all right. I like him. Elias Reynolds is talking about how his Golden Knights are playing right now. So are you a legit Golden Knights fan? Are you really? Julian Cruz asks if I ever been to a Dodger game. I've been to one or two, maybe 30. I grew up in Los Angeles, my man. I grew up in Los Angeles. My buddy Jack Serrano in the chat and I have been there a number of times. Correct, Jack. The Kings were terrible this year. We need them to get back to being legit. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Foul tip for a strike. Makes it 0-2 to Almond, who I didn't even realize came up to the plate yet. He's hitting 242 on the season. But he's in an 0-2 hole with a runner on first. Next pitch. Low and inside. He swings and misses. Go take a seat, Ahmed. Over there. 2 outs here for the Dodgers in the top of the second. Ariana Lobu says, "Why isn't the only Hing showing what they are doing?" You talking about this thing here, the little pitch count thing? Maybe I need to refresh it. There we go. I fixed it just for you. Thanks for the heads up. Next pitch. Young is the batter, hitting 250. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. He's hitting. It's Andy Young, the designated hitter. 250 on the season, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Next pitch on the way. Pitch is high to Young. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. Julian Cruz asks, "Do I know Sir Cardinal TV? I've seen his channel. I think his desk is too small." Next pitch on the way. Right downtown, bang. The batter swings, misses. It's another strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It was a good swing, but it was a better pitch. Young says, "I can't believe I didn't jack that thing." Will Smith says, "I'm glad you didn't." Now get ready for the next pitch because I'm busy. Urias throws over to first. "25 viewers up in the chat." Urias ready is the 1-2 on the way, high and inside. He swings and misses, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. No runs. So headed to the the bottom of the second. Dodgers lead 1-0. Dodgers lead 1-0. 30 viewers are high for today up in the chat. Julian Cruz, "Why did you ask me if I know Sir Cardinal TV? Why did you ask me?" I can't believe we're already 51 minutes into the stream. Let's check the internet and see if it's still there. Ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm the internet is still operational and functioning. We're up to 268. 268 on the count for the subscribers. I got to quit pushing these numbers on the side because they make stuff happen. I got to use the numbers on the top of my keyboard. Someone remind me. Someone remind me because I forget. I don't even have a ticker going at the bottom there. But now I do. All my social media links are on the bottom there. Valhalla Sports on Twitter. Valhalla Sports Talk on Instagram. Valhalla Sports Talk on Facebook. I'm the Mad Viking at gmail.com if you want to send me a sponsorship opportunity or something like that. And Valhalla Sports Talk on YouTube. Elias Reynolds tells me he got a new iPhone. Arian Lobu says Dodgers rule. I agree. Let's go Dodgers. Jorge Gomez says. And Cruz is thinking about doing a collab. Edwin Rios, the third baseman for the Dodgers, comes up 276 on the season with 3 home runs and 6 ribbies. First pitch on the way. Called strike. Actually, second pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. I missed another pitch because I'm pushing buttons, making things happen. The 0-2 down in the dirt. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes to Rios. Young is now 38 pitches into his outing. 38 pitches into his outing. Here we go, next pitch. Swung on, hit, right center field. The center fielder comes over and makes a catch. He had to run a long way for that. Had to run a long way for the first out of the inning. The first out here in the bottom of the second. So that should bring up Galvin Lux for the Dodgers here. Joel R. want me to refresh something. It usually refreshes by itself, dude. They're just slow sometimes. Next pitch. Just on the outside of the plate for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Galvin Lux with 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Lux hitting 182 on the season. Next pitch. Lux fouls it back, third base side. Jack Serrano in the chat wondering if we should get rid of Dave Roberts. Next pitch. Down low in the dirt. That'll make it 1 ball, 2 strike to Lutz. Jack, at the end of last year, I thought probably we should have got rid of him at the end of last year. But like right now where we're at, I think it'd be silly to get rid of him. But we need to reassess after this year, that's for sure. He's got a lot of talent. We should be getting some rings. Next pitch, Lux swings and misses for the strikeout. And he has to go sit over there. Jorge Gomez says no beer tonight. You never know, Jorge. You never know. If I get a hankering, I might go grab me one. Julian Cruz said I should be a commentator. I am a commentator on Valhalla Sports Talk on YouTube with my 267 subscribers. Jack Serrano's still railing on Robert, saying he can't win the big one. Mookie Betts up for the Dodgers is already in a 1-0 hole. Actually, a 1-hole lead. He had a strikeout in the first. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Next pitch, Betts fouls it back. First base side. 33 viewers up in the chat. I welcome each and every one of you and thank you for joining the channel. Please hit that subscribe button. Give us a like. Don't miss out on this Dodger action. Next pitch. Up high for swing and a miss by Betts. That makes it 1-2 strikes. I feel like I've seen him at 1-2, 1-2, or 0-2 for the last 4 games a number of times. Next pitch on the way. Hit. Shortstop. Fields it cleanly. Throws it to first. A little bouncer. And they get Betts. Wait. I think they called him safe. I don't think the first baseman had his foot on the base. So Betts is into first. Safe. How do you blow that? That was an easy play. So hit to it's like a ground ball to shortstop. He fields it cleanly, throws it over to first. He does bounce it, but I don't know what kind of position that first baseman was in. He couldn't judge it, I guess. And the ball bounced away from him. Ball bounced away from him. Ishmael Mendoza just subscribed. I thank you, sir. I thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. You rock. They try to pick-off move on Betts. They don't get him. Joel R. says Valhalla rules. Thank you, Joel R. You rule. Jack's asking if Urias has given up a hit. Yes, 1 hit. Corey Seager at the plate for the Dodgers. He walked his last time up. They again try to get Betts over at first and do not. Let's go, fellas. Let's go. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runner on first for the Dodgers. Corey Seager at the plate. Every time they show the view of Dodger Stadium, I get homesick. Out of everything in Los Angeles, I miss Dodger games the most. Jack says he's happy Urias has given up some hits because Roberts would pull him. That's low, dude. That's low. Alrighty, Betts takes the lead on first. Seager hits it, gets underneath it, hit to center field. Center fielder back it up, just shy of the warning track, catches it, and the Diamondbacks are out of the inning. So off to the third inning we go with the Dodgers leading 1-0. Dodgers leading 1-0. Julian Cruz hyping up Kershaw for Cy Young. Julian Cruz out there putting his vote in for the Cy Young at the midway point of this season. I saw something a little earlier. I think we're right at the exact halfway point of the season. So you basically have this month of September left for the regular season in baseball. And then we get right into playoffs. Kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like it. 33 viewers up in the chat. Again, I thank each and every one of you for spending time with us this evening. Christopher Budette checks in and says, yo, what's up? Yo, what's up to you? What's up with you, my man? What's up with you, my man? Valhalla Sports Talk up to 270 subscribers. On the road to 400. I'm getting to 400 with your help by the end of this month. By the end of September, I want to be at 400 or more. On my way to affiliate, ladies and gentlemen. This old man's going to do it. The old man's going to do it. showing these youngsters. But it says nothing much, just hanging out in Dodgerland. Welcome to the channel, sir. Nice view of the Hollywood Hills with the sun setting. Alrighty, so the first pitch the Diamondbacks in this inning is popped up to the pitcher on a bunt attempt. Urias fields it, catches it in the air, and they didn't even tell me who that dude was that hit it. But he gets to take a seat over there because he's out. Because he's out, ladies and gentlemen. So that brings up Carson Kelly, the catcher for the Diamondbacks. 186 on the season with 1 home run, 7 RBIs. Batting right-handed. Urias has only thrown 28 pitches so far. Pitch on the way. Inside for a called strike. Inside for a called strike. Kelly just looked at it, dumbfounded. Pitch 2 on the way. Way outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Joel R. says he's waiting to hear a home run yell from Valhalla. I'm waiting too. Next pitch. Ball down in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm waiting to make that home run call too, Julian. I'm ready to bring out bobblehead Bobby as well. All right, Kelly hits it deep. Deep. It's carrying, and it's out. Home run by the Diamondbacks. Solo home run. I hope that's not the home run you were wanting me to call. Kelly kind of hit it, kind of left center, more center, and it just kind of kept carrying. And finally went out. It just barely went over the wall, but still, they still count. The Dodgers have some new seats out in the outfield there, too, it looks like. First time seeing Dodger Stadium. Julian Cruz asks if the Dodgers didn't exist, who would be my baseball team? Next hitter rolls one right through the second base area, and he's got a base hit, too. That was some dude for the Diamondbacks. Yeah, that home run, KK went back there and kept walking, and then sooner or later he just ran out of room, and it was out of there. All right, so I totally missed that next batter. So they have a runner now on first with Marte on. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Pitch on the way. Marte hits it the same place that the last guy did, just in a gaping hole over at second base. And that puts runners on first and third for the Diamondbacks with only 1 out in the inning. Here in the top of the third. Where is the second baseman on these hits? They got the shift on is what they've got. So they've got the second baseman, the shortstop, and the third baseman all on that third base line. And these guys just keep punching it in that hole. So maybe we should put a second baseman where he's supposed to be. Just a suggestion. Christian Walker up for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 1 on the night. He popped out in the first. What are we doing? Next pitch. Right down the middle for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Walker, the Diamondbacks hitter. Urias now has 36 pitches in the game so far. Next pitch kind of fouled back weird. Makes it no balls, 2 strikes to Walker. On a breaking ball. All right, so no balls, 2 strikes to Walker, the Diamondback batter. Next pitch on the way. Way high. One ball, two strikes. Urias is pitching, Christopher. Urias, number 7 for the Dodgers. Next pitch. Way inside. For a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Walker. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Walker. Again, runners on first and third for the Diamondbacks. Tie ball game, 1-1. Urias throws over to first to try to pick off the runner unsuccessfully. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Walker. Runners on first and third. 1-1 score here in the top of the third with 1 out. Next pitch. Like another changeup. Fly ball in the infield. Seager makes the catch. Tells Galvin Lux, get the hell out of my way. I'm catching this. I'm getting 2 outs. We got 2 outs here. 2 outs. What did I miss in the chat? Jack Serrano mad at Roberts. Packers Nation checks in. Jack Serrano suggests we get a second baseman. Apparently. We didn't have one on 2 batters in a row there. Now Serrano's calling for a double play. Next pitch. Escobar up for the Diamondbacks. He's 1 for 1 on the night. First pitch is a ball up high. Ball up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on the corners for the D-backs. 2 outs. 1-1 is your score. Next pitch from Urias. Swung on. Deep. Left field. Hernandez gets underneath it. Makes a catch for the out. Did I scare you guys? Did you think that was out? Nope. Kind of a line drive to Hernandez to retire the side. We go straight to a Sonic commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Someone go get me a lemonade slushie. Thank you in advance. Jorge Gomez checks in the chat, says we broke the home run record last month. Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go. Let's go. Christopher Budette tells us he's getting a new PlayStation. Congratulations, young man. Jack Serrano making me coach of the Dodgers. I'll do it for cheap. A couple million a year should do it. And Julian Cruz says I scared him. Anytime he goes in the air and they got runners on base, I'm scared. And Joel R. says, let's go. Let's go. 33 up in the chat. 33 up in the chat. Link on the bottom scrolling if you guys want to buy me some beer. I'm thirsty. You don't have to. I'm just teasing. But there's where you can donate if you want to help the channel. Help the channel. Pay us for our work a little bit. But you don't have to. It's just there if you want to. If you're rich. If you're a millionaire and you have like 1,000 that's just sitting in a drawer, just hook me up. Hook me up. Appreciate it in advance. Christopher Boudreau says, Dodgers Nation, let's get hyped. Jack Serrano saying he still has his Atari from the 80s. Let's go. My mother still has my Intellivision, Jack. You were the Atari guy, and I had Intellivision, if you remember right. I've got a PS4, Jack. Haven't you seen my videos? Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's an addiction. Another look at Dodger Stadium's beautiful ass. Julian Cruz says he likes how calm these streams are. What do you mean calm? I'm jacked up, man. It's a party in here. 29 viewers up in the chat. 29. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. I got to check the internets. Make sure it's still working. A.J. Pollock at the plate for the Dodgers is already 0-1. Next pitch on the way. Makes it 1 ball, 1 strike to Pollock here in the bottom of the third. Here in the bottom of the third. The next pitch, Pollock swing and a miss for the second strike. Ball was way high in the zone. Pollock tried to hit it to New Mexico. He didn't. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes to A.J. Pollock, who's 1-for-1 on the night. Next pitch, line drive, left field. That'll get down. Fielder over to field it. Pollock's into second with a stand-up double. Let's go. The Dodgers are in business like Geico. Here in the bottom of the third. Discussion in the chat about old video game systems. Pollock got all of that, hit it hard to left field where there wasn't somebody playing, and that's when we like it. It's his 9th double of the season, and that'll bring up Max Muncy, left-handed hitter for the Dodgers with no outs here in the bottom of the third. Pitcher checks the runner, throws it home, outside for a called strike. Called strike. Max puts his arm out, says I probably should have swung at that one. He's hitting .208, 9 home runs, 20 RBIs on the season. He's 1-for-1 on the night. Pitch on the way. A swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. So Muncy's in an 0-2 hole. We don't like that because that's a pitcher's count, ladies and gentlemen. That's a pitcher sight. GN, are you saying a good night, Jack? If you are, get your keepers in the Dynasty League before you go to sleep. Don't make me text you again. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. They throw Muncy out after the ball hits the dirt a little bit there, but he's out. He's out. Go sit down, Max. That's 1 out. Curtis Conrad checks in and says, thank you for presenting this game. Go Dodgers. Thank you, Curtis Conrad. Thank you. And yes, go Dodgers. 33 viewers are high for today in the chat. Chris Taylor coming to bat for the Dodgers. Number 3, our center fielder today. He walked in the first. He comes up with Pollock on second. And 1 out here in the bottom of the third with a tie ball game. 1-1. The first pitch. Taylor turns on it. Left field, just foul. Into the cardboard cutout people. Jack has a trivia question for all my people in the chat. He says he wants people to guess the attendance figures for tonight's game. Julian Cruz is bragging up my channel, and I love him for it. Chris Taylor, no balls, 1 strike. Next pitch, hits it, right field. It gets down into the right field corner. That'll score Pollock. And Taylor's in with a stand-up double. Dodgers take the lead 2-1 at Chavez Ravine. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Julian Cruz thinks there's 45,000 people in Dodger Stadium. I think he's off by just a little. I think he's off by 1 or 2, but he's probably pretty close. Who's up? Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Chavez Ravine, is coming to the plate for the Dodgers. Batting right-handed, the youngster. Whoa, they try to pick off the fella at second. It doesn't work because he was ready. He was ready for that garbage. He was ready, ladies and gentlemen. The next pitch is down low for a ball. Smith flied out in the first. Again, he's 204 on the season, 4 home runs, 11 RBIs. 1-0 pitch from Young is on the way. Down low and away for a ball. For a ball, ladies and gentlemen. 2 balls, no strikes. To Will Smith, getting jiggy with it. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the third. Dodgers lead 2-1. Next pitch on the way. Right downtown bang. Smith just looks at it. Smith just looks at it. Somebody tell him he's not playing catcher right now. He's a batter. You're supposed to swing. 2 balls, 1 strike to the youngster. 2 balls, 1 strike to the youngster. On the way. Outside, real close, but it's a called ball. Called ball to the young fella. Jack Serrano's. Julian Cruz is calling for the bobblehead. I want him to come out too. I want him to come out and play. Next pitch. Fouled. Third base side. The Dodgers runner coach over there catches it and throws it to one of the cardboard people. The pitcher Young for the Diamondbacks has pitched 62 pitches so far. Will Smith 0 for 1 on the evening, but he's looking at a full count, 3-2 pitch on the way, low and inside, and he walked him. He walked him, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers are in business like Amazon. In business like Amazon. Runners on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the third, and that will bring up Kike Hernandez, who's 0 for 1 on the night, grounded into a force out. Grounded into a force out. But he's got a chance to redeem himself here, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch to Hernandez. Inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. To the stash. He's batting right-handed. Curtis Conrad just subscribed. Welcome to the channel, Curtis Conrad. Thank you so much for your subscription. Next pitch. Hernandez turns on it, hits to the third baseman. They go to the second base and then to first for the double play. And the Diamondbacks are out of the inning. Diamondbacks are out of the inning. I didn't like that at all. 2-1 Dodgers. Both teams have 4 hits in the game. And we head to the 4th inning. Curtis Conrad throws in his guess, 1250 cardboard people on the attendance. Jack guesses 45,000, says it must be bobblehead night. Julian Cruz says the next bobblehead for the Dodgers should be Bueller. Then Jack says he wants a Roberts bobblehead so he can practice throwing it at his TV during the World Series. Julian Cruz asks if I've ever played Major League Baseball, the show. I actually haven't. I don't think I've played a baseball video game since the 80s. I've played Madden, but mostly I play Battlefield or now Call of Duty. I've been heavy into Call of Duty the last 3 months. 28 viewers up in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Again, we ask you, please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel and you like what we're doing. Help us grow. We're trying to get to 400 in September. That's the tagline. 400 in September. I even made that cool little graphic to pop up. Did you see it? Only the highest quality bells and whistles here on Valhalla Sports Talk for you, the viewer. 27 viewers up in the chat. Jack says I owe him 50 cents for when he beat me at Major League Baseball for Intellivision. That game was rigged. And you're a hacker. All right. Calhoun up for the Diamondbacks is 0 for 1 on the night. First pitch is high and outside for a strike. Calhoun's that big fella I was telling you about for the Diamondbacks. 211 average, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs on the season. Jonah Tillman checks in for the first time tonight. Yo, what up? Yo, what up to you? The next pitch to Calhoun is another strike. No balls, 2 strikes to the big fella. He keeps just looking at these pitches like that. It's going to be no balls, 3 strikes, and he's going to take a seat. Next pitch, low and in the dirt. Low and in the dirt. Urias bounces it up there. 1 balls, 2 strikes. Urias now has 45 pitches on the game. We're in the top of the 4th, ladies and gentlemen. Urias winds up, throws it home. Kind of a sinker. That's down low for a ball, so it's now 2 balls, 2 strikes to Calhoun. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Calhoun. The Dodgers are in a shift. Since they hit all those singles to second base, they've moved everybody over that way. So there's nobody on third now. Anyway, hit over to the second baseman who's playing close to first, and they throw him out at first. And that'll make it 1 out here in the 4th inning. 1 out here in the 4th. Julian Cruz says the Diamondbacks are kind of disappointing. I think I saw before the game started that they lost like 10 of 14, and that's why they cleaned house at the trade deadline yesterday. They got rid of damn near everybody. Jonah Tillman gives me a compliment on how I call sports. Thank you, young man. I'm trying to learn this stuff. Next pitch, down low in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes to Ahmed, who's 0 for 1 on the night. A strikeout in the second. 240 average with 3 home runs. Next pitch, down low again and outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Ahmed. 1 out, top of the 4th. Nobody on for the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers lead 2-1. 2-1. Next pitch is hit hard and high to left field. Kike Hernandez gets under it at the warning track, catches it, throws it in. Throws it in. Urias on the night's thrown 17 balls and 33 strikes. He's on pitch number 50. Is he on a pitch count? I'm not sure, Jack. Roberts didn't call me to tell me what he was doing today. He should have. Should have. Andy Young coming up for the Diamondbacks. 0 for 1 on the night. Strikeout on the second. 2 outs here. First pitch on the way. Low in it. Low over the plate for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike to Young from Urias. Next pitch. Nice. A slider inside, it looked like. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. That's a pitcher's count. That's a pitcher's count, ladies and gentlemen. And Urias gets ready to throw the next one. Pa-pow! Low and in the dirt. Low and in the dirt. 1 balls, 2 strikes to Young. 1 balls, 2 strikes to Young. Here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch. High and outside for another ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Can I comment right here on how bad the Diamondbacks have screwed up their uniforms? They look like straight ass. Next pitch on the way, right down the middle, swing and a miss. And the Dodgers are out of the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers leading 2-1. Both teams have 4 hits on the night. No, but really, the Diamondbacks, a few years back, they had one of the most unique uniforms in the league. They win a World Series in the damn things, and then they totally changed the color palette, and it looks like straight ass all the time now. I don't get it. I live in Arizona. I mean, I'd like to see them do okay, even though they're in our division, but their uniforms are straight ass. Jack says Urias is probably on a 75 pitch count because he thinks that's how high he can count. 30 viewers up in the chat. 30 viewers up in the chat. Moving right along, 1 hour and 27 minutes into tonight's stream, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to check on the internet, make sure, see if it's working. Alrighty. The internet's still working. And we are up to 271 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. 271. Let me update everything here. All right, Rios is, for the Dodgers is set up to lead off this inning here for the Dodgers. Jack Serrano asks, what am I drinking? I'm just drinking a Pepsi, my man. Headed with my dinner. Just a Pepsi. I might get a beer here about halfway through. I asked my wife to bring me one. A beer. But later, not now. 30 minutes or so. My executive assistant, happy anniversary to her and me. 27 years, ladies and gentlemen. The big 2-7. The big 2-7, and we're celebrating with a Dodger baseball game. Galvin Lux. I totally missed an out for the Dodgers there, ladies and gentlemen, so I apologize. Rambling. Next pitch to Galvin Lux, inside for a ball. For a ball to Lux, so it's 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers lead 2-1. Next pitch. Low and outside for another ball. 2 balls, 2 balls, no strikes to Lux, who's 0 for 1 on the night so far. 27, dude. 27. I've been married longer than I've been not married in my life now. Next pitch. High and inside. Lux turns on it. Fouls it back behind home plate. 25 viewers up in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Next pitch on the way. Swing, foul, first base line. So the count remains 2-2. 2-2 to the young Dodgers second baseman. Wearing number 9. Batting left. Next pitch on the way. Low and outside. Lux takes. That'll make it 3-2. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called a full count. Jorge Gomez congrats me on the big 2-7. Thank you, sir. And Jack says he's at 31 years married. Congratulations to you, sir. Next pitch to Lux. Low, and he walked him. So the Dodgers are in business like Burger King with a runner on first with only one out here in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring up Mookie Betts, ladies and gentlemen, to the plate. Curtis Conrad says, I pledge to have a beer every time the Diamondbacks don't score a run. Right on, Curtis. Right on. Jack offers to get Curtis the AA number. The Alcoholics Anonymous number. Next pitch on the way. Inside to Mookie. He hits it off the end and out to right field there, and it bounces in for a base hit. And the Dodgers have runners on first and second with one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Let's go. Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go, Dodgers. He just kind of hit it off this part of the bat, and it just kind of dribbled into right center there and fell down. One of them seeing eye singles. And then Betts decided to sprinkle some salt. He sprinkled some salt when he got on first base. That brings up Corey Seager, the Dodgers' leading hitter. Leading hitter in average. 73 pitches for Young on this game so far. Seager was 0 for 1 for the game. Pitch on the way. Hits it. Center field. It's caught at the warning track. Lux tags up, runs the third, and that'll put runners on the corner for the Dodgers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, leading 2-1. Leading 2-1. Who's this? Oh, that's A.J. Pollock. He looks weird. Yeah, I don't know. A.J. Pollock to the plate for the Dodgers, 2 for 2 on the night, a single, a double, and a run scored. 274 on the season with 6 home runs, 17 RBIs. And we're asking him to get us some runs here, ladies and gentlemen. Curtis Conrad throws a Mookie in the chat. Mookie. 31 viewers up in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Dodgers Nation in full effect. How come I don't have a ticker going on the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen? I do now. That's our social media leaks. Follow us on all the various platforms. First pitch to Pollock. He fouls it back behind home plate. No balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike to Pollock. Again, 2 for 2 on the night. They're talking about how Alex Young, the pitcher of the Diamondbacks, is at 75 pitches on the night. The biggest chunk of those were in the first inning when the Dodgers loaded the bases. They try to get Betts over at first. They're not going to get him. They didn't get him, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't get him. Salvador Chavez says, I am happy. I am happy too, my man. Pickoff move. First base. Betts there easy. Standing up. It's not even getting dirty. That glowing white Dodger uniform still looking beautiful as ever. Oh, 1 count to Pollock. Pitch on the way. Inside for a called strike. That makes it no balls, 2 strikes to Pollock with runners on first and third. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth with the Dodgers leading 2-1. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, Pollock. Hit this shit into the parking lot. Pitch on the way. Lined. Out of play. Third base side. Dodger Stadium looks very different this year. They've gotten rid of those 2 huge speakers that were in the outfield, and they've put a pavilion out there. Unfortunately, there's nobody there to enjoy it. No balls, 2 strikes. The count remains to Pollock. Young gets ready to deliver, tries to pick off Mookie, and doesn't do it again. It's not even close. Mookie's fast as lightning, don't you know? Don't be throwing any ice cream over there. Come on, Pollock. Count remains 0-2. 2 on. 2 outs. Next pitch, high. Pollock chases and strikes out. Through 4. Dodgers lead 2-1. And we go to a break in the action. Jack Serrano says the Dodgers uniforms are the best. Such a bright white. I agree. Jonah Tillman says bye. He's out of here. Jorge Gomez says, what's your NFL team? Jorge Gomez. It's in the description, my man. The channel's called Valhalla Sports Talk. Valhalla is where Viking warriors go when they die. The Minnesota Vikings, sir. Minnesota Vikings, Los Angeles Dodgers, Los Angeles Lakers, and LA Kings. I grew up in Los Angeles. But I was born a Vikings fan, or real close to it. Starting in less than 2 weeks, ladies and gentlemen, the whole reason this channel was started was to broadcast Minnesota Viking football, and we will start. We will start with Minnesota Vikings game day here on Valhalla Sports Talk, ladies and gentlemen. All the people behind the scenes, our huge staff here at Valhalla Sports Talk, me, have got everything ready to go. Ready to go for those Viking games, telecasts. But no, for real, that's the teams. So Vikings, Dodgers, Lakers, LA Kings, Kevin Harvick in NASCAR, and Call of Duty, Modern Warfare on the gaming side. Joel R. says Dodgers, Raiders, Lakers, Kings. Joel R. My friend Jack in chat and I grew up in the town where the Raiders practice facility was. Right, less than a block away from his house. Milton checks in and says, cool, Modern Warfare, woohoo. Next pitch on the way. It's 0-1 to Varsho, the batter for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Next pitch, low and outside for a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Varsho, who's batting left-handed. Popped out in the third. 154 average. That's not going to get it done. And he looks at a call, strike 3. And the umpire tells him, take a seat, sir, over there, because you just struck out. Urias fixes his glasses like, yeah, I struck that punk out. Let me get ready for this next Diamondback. Julian Cruz checks into the chat, says Dodgers, Cowboys, Warriors, Lakers. Warriors, Lakers? And Jorge Gomez pledges his allegiance to the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys. So Carson Kelly up to bat for the Diamondbacks, already at 1 ball, 1 strike. He had a home run earlier in the game. The next pitch is outside for a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out. Nobody on for these Diamondbacks here in the top of the 5th. Next pitch. Oh, he hits it hard again. Left field. High, deep. Kike at the warning track makes the catch and throws it in like it's no big deal because he's got a cool stash and that helps him catch the ball. Kelly runs back to the dugout angry that ball didn't just keep carrying like the last time. But this time he got an out. So it's 2 outs here. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Dodgers lead 2-1. Dodgers lead 2-1 with 32 people up in the chat. 32 fine citizens up in the chat. First pitch to Castro is a strike. No balls, 1 strike. LeCastro singled in the 3rd. Next pitch, outside, hit a blooper to the pitcher, Urias, who tosses it over to first to Max Muncy, and they get him at first, and the Dodgers are out of the inning. The Dodgers are out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen. And I am going to take a quick break, and I will be back. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Alex Young still on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He's facing Max Muncy, who's 1 for 2 on the night. Muncy lines a single into right field, and the Dodgers are in business like McDonald's here in the bottom of the 5th. Curtis Conrad says he needs another beer. I'm going to get one in a minute, Curtis, and join you. Geraldo Ariano says he went to pee. He's all up in my business. Mind your own business. Leonard Villaputa. Leonard, I had a talk with my wife about you. You had asked if your last name was a bad word the other night. Next pitch on the way. Chris Taylor hits it to the third baseman. It bounces off him, then past the shortstop, and the Dodger runners are running. They're running. Muncy into third base. And Taylor's standing up at first. We got runners on the corners with no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. And the Dodgers are in business like Staples. Man, I wish I could have some Dodger dogs for dinner. I miss Dodger dogs, I'm not going to lie. Then he's bragging up his Saints again. Will Smith up to bat here for the Dodgers. First pitch inside for a called ball. Called ball, 1 ball, no strikes. No outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers got runners on the corners and lead 2-1. Smith 0 for 1 on the night so far. The next pitch, low and in the dirt. Will Smith says, I'm not swinging at that mess. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. Two balls, no strikes to the Fresh Prince of Chavez Ravine. Next pitch, low and in the dirt again. That'll make it 3 balls, no strikes. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a hitter's count. Let's go. Let's go. Let's friggin' go, baby. The Diamondbacks got the shift on. Everybody moved over to the third base side except for the first baseman. Smith looks at the next pitch, and they walked him. And we, for the second time tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Dodgers have the bases juiced. And out comes the pitching coach, or maybe the manager for the Diamondbacks. I can't tell because he's wearing a mask. Not sure if I could tell anyway. Julian Cruz again asked me if Villapudia is Leonard's name. Yeah, I had to check, man. Didn't know if you were making me say a cuss word on air all the time. I know a little Espanol. I can hobble a little bit, but I don't know. I had to check. Again, Julian Cruz asked me if the Dodgers didn't exist, who would be my team? I don't know, man. I'd probably be if they never existed, or if they folded. I'd probably root for these Diamondbacks. All right, here we go. Let's go, Dodgers. I'm caught up on the chat. Next pitch. KK Hernandez takes a called ball on the inside. 1 ball, no strikes. KK fixing his mustache. Stepping into the box. Ready to go. We're due for a Kike slam is what we're due for here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling it. Grand slam right here by Hernandez. Hit. Fouled. Third base line. Leonard Williams keeps telling me who he voted for. We don't talk about politics on the channel, my man. Dodgers getting some folks ready in their bullpen. The 1-1 pitch to Hernandez. He hits it hard. Center field. Back. Caught at the wall. Muncy tags up. And the runners advance. So it's now 3-1 Dodgers. They got runners on second and third with 1 out. Hernandez hit that thing as far as you could without it going out of Chavez Ravine. As far as he could. 33 kind folks up in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. You're home for Dodgers game day, ladies and gentlemen. He caught that right at the top of the wall. Right at the wall he caught that. I almost called a grand slam there, ladies and gentlemen. Rios up for the Dodgers, number 43, batting left-handed. First pitch on the way. He hits it hard. Center field. Center fielder gets underneath it, catches it, throwing home. Throwing home. And they don't get the runner. Dodgers score 4-1 on the sac fly. 4-1. Dodgers lead. 2 outs now in the bottom of the 5th with a runner on second. They're really getting active in the Diamondbacks bullpen now. Really getting active. Young is 88 pitches into this outing. 88. Gavin Lutz up for the Dodgers. First pitch to him on the way. A dribbler to the second baseman who fields it, throws it over to the first. and the Dodgers are retired. But we did some damage there. Through 5, Dodgers lead 4-1. Dodgers with 6 hits on the night compared to the Diamondbacks 4. 32 viewers up in the chat. I did, Curtis. I almost called that grand slam, dude. I almost called it. It would have gone far and wide in YouTube land. People would have been like, there's a dude that predicts the future doing Dodger games on YouTube. He's got 272 subscribers. We'll take it, though. Nice inning for those Doyers. All right, Jack, you have a good night, my man. We will see you next time. You did not put your drops in. You need to get it done, or I'm going to nag you to death like your mother. Leonard has to check out, too, because it's past his bedtime. He's got to get up early, 2 a.m. Who the hell gets up at 2 a.m.? I do, because my dog always has to go outside because he sounds like he's dying. Hacking, whatever the hell's wrong with him. Blaze, cracked, checks in, says, what's up? 273 just subbed. Thank you, sir. I like your name, and I like you for subbing. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Going good for these Dodgers tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Going good so far. 4-1. I like it. I like it. Julian Cruz, I have 2 dogs. I have 2. I have a Labrador Retriever named Thor. He's the puppy. He's only 2. Then I have a little American Eskimo named Skip. He's 14 years old. Good night, dude. Good night, dude. 33 viewers up in the chat here in Valhalla. I believe that's the high for the night. I welcome each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. The first pitch, I think, already went to this Diamondback hitter. I don't know who he is. Number 4, Marte. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Next pitch to him is a strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Marte. It's 1 for 2. Urias has pitched 66 pitches so far for the Dodgers. Next pitch, low, over the plate, called strike. Marte don't like it. He looks at the ump, says, what's wrong with you, man? The ump says, I called it like I see it, son. And here we go. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Marte. Next pitch, outside high for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Marte here in the top of the 6th. The Diamondbacks know they got to do something here pretty quick. Next pitch, Marte fouls it back, way back into the press box behind home plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He singled in the 30s, 1 for 2 on the night, 309 on the year with 1 home run and 10 ribbies. Next pitch, high, fights it off. Fouls it back. Count remains 2-2. That's 70 pitches now for Urias. 70 pitches now for Urias. Walker on deck for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch, first base line. Throw to the pitcher. Steps on the bag and they get Marte at first. Nice hustle by Urias there to cover the bag. Just like they teach you in Little League. Just like they teach you in Little League, ladies and gentlemen. Julian Cruz says he's wondering if the Dodgers are going to get first or second place. "36 viewers up in the chat, the high for tonight. I love it. I love it. It's exciting. I thank each and every one of you for taking time out and joining Valhalla Sports Talk here on YouTube for tonight's Dodgers game against the Diamondbacks. One out now in the top of the sixth. Urias delivers. High ball. One ball, no strikes to Walker, who's 0 for 2 on the night. 0 for 2 on the night. The 1-0 pitch. Low, called strike. Walker didn't like that call. I kind of don't blame him. But I'll take it. One ball, one strike. Another strike to Walker. One ball, two strikes. One ball, two strikes to Walker. Urias has a brand new tattoo on his right arm, ladies and gentlemen, because it's glistening. The new tattoo glisten. Because you got to keep it moist so it doesn't itch. Next pitch up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out, top of the sixth. Nobody on for the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers are leading 4-1, and the Diamondbacks got people up. I don't know what happened there. Something happened. The ball dribbled to second base. They throw it over to first. Get him! They get him! A slow dribbler to second. Lux on his horse. Catches it, flips it over to first, and they get him. He says, I had him all along. I had him all along. It just came out really weird, like he hit it off the end of the bat or something. And then Muncy had to go up the ladder a little bit to catch it. But we got an out. So it's 2 outs here in the top of the sixth. Max shaking his head, laughing about something. Escobar up for the Diamondbacks, trying to make something happen in the top of the sixth. First pitch, down low, called strike. Called strike. Called strike. Escobar says I wasn't ready. Throw another one. He singled in the second. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Next pitch. Outside hit to the second baseman. Fields it. Throws it over to first. And the Dodgers are out of the inning. Middle of the sixth, ladies and gentlemen. Middle of the sixth. And you know what time that is. I have to bring something up for that. Middle of the sixth. Middle of the sixth is when I like to tell the Astros, send them a little message. I like to send them a special message in the middle of the sixth during every game. The Astros. The Astros. The Astros. Hashtag up in the chat. Duck the Astros. Duck the Astros. And that is our middle of the sixth break. 34 viewers up in the chat. Julian Cruz is worried about the moves the Padres made here at the trade deadline. We will not be denied this year, Mr. Cruz. We will not be denied, even if the camera goes off accidentally. Julian Cruz asks if I'm streaming tomorrow night. I think so. I'm going to do 2 out of the 3 games at the very least. I think I'll do tomorrow night, man. 2 of the 3 games at least. Curtis Conrad says, boo Astros. Asterisk toes. 32 people in the chat. Some of you need to come in and say hello. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's just a little old man talking baseball on YouTube. Come in and let us know how you're doing. Let us know how you're doing. Dodgers lead 4-1. Here we go. Bottom of the sixth. Bottom of the sixth. I think my wife forgot to bring me a beer. I think she forgot, ladies and gentlemen. 27 years married today. And I think she forgot to bring me my beer. All right, Mookie Betts up for the Dodgers. Papayas or Pamps or what the hell is this guy's name? Joel Payamps is up for the Diamondbacks pitching to Mookie Betts. And I think this guy's up from the minors. This might be his first deal. Betts is down, 1 ball, no strike. Next pitch is another ball, so it's 2 balls, no strikes to Mookie Betts, the Dodgers superstar. Jorge Gomez is asking if the Yankees won. Let me check my handy dandy little baseball thing. Yankees win 5-3, 5-3. Betts is 1 for 3 on the night with a single in the 4th. Next pitch, in the dirt. Betts takes a walk on 4 straight pitches. The new pitcher for the Diamondbacks can't find the plate. Can't find the plate. It's lost. It's lost. 36 are high for in the chat for the night. Welcome to each and every one of you. 36. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. 273 is our subscriber count. 273. Next pitch on the way, up high to Seager. Makes it 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes to Seager. He walked in the first with a run scored. He's hitting .306 on the season. The 1-0 pitch. There it is. He finally gets a strike on his 5th pitch. The pitcher for the Diamondbacks. That makes it 1 ball, 1 strike. I was feeling bad for him. Nerves eating him alive in Dodger Stadium. Pickoff pitch. Doesn't get him. Mark Friday Finley jumps in the chat, says congrats on my anniversary. And congrats to my wife for being married to you for so long. No lie, dude. No lie. It was harder for her. That's for sure. That's for sure. Jorge Gomez says he's getting a Corona. I'm glad you have a beer. My wife won't bring me one. Next pitch. Low ball. 3 balls, 1 strikes to Seager. That's a hitter's count. We got a runner on first with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Dodgers are in business. Like Walmart. Next pitch. Down low. Called strike. Makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes. A full count. Hashtag full count in the chat. To Corey Seager. Let's go. Let's pick up a run here. Increase the lead. Young pitcher here. Let's rattle him. Next pitch. Outside. Walked him. 2nd walk for this young man. I feel bad. The pressure is immense. Runners on first and second for the Dodgers with no outs in the bottom of the 6th. Dodgers lead 4-1. Mark Finley says, I'm in SLC and totally pissed this game is blacked out here in Utah. Well, it's not blacked out here, but I have to watch the Diamondbacks announcers when I pay money for the package, so I don't think that's fair either. Not as bad as your deal, though. You got to watch me. 35 up in the chat. Ridiculous. A.J. Pollock coming to the plate. Pollock, who I've always been down on, is 2 for 3 on the night. I think he's probably about to take over the lead for the Dodgers in hitting as far as average. What the hell is he? 272 average now, 6 home runs. So he's got runners on first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The first pitch bounces outside. Catcher gets in front of it. Dares the Dodger runners to run. They didn't. So he throws the ball back to the pitcher. Says those guys are lucky they didn't run because I was about to gun somebody out. I was about to gun him out, he says. I don't think he would have. I think he's just talking smack. He's just talking smack, ladies and gentlemen. But it's now 1 ball, no strikes to Pollock from Payamps, the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, is having a rough outing. I think he's new. I think he's a young man, and the nerves are just eating him alive. Next pitch, right down the middle, bang for a called strike. That makes it 1-1 to Pollock. 1-1 into Pollock. Dodgers have runners on first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Already leading 4-1. Manager for the Diamondbacks getting on the phone. I don't think he's calling for pizza. Next pitch. Inside. Pollock turns on it. Hits it down the left field line. The outfielder for the Diamondbacks hustles over and makes a great catch. He hustled right there. Who is that dude? That was a huge play. He covered a lot of ground fast and made the catch right at the left field line. Number 16 for the D-backs. Who was that? Wow. So it's now 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth with runners on first and second. Max Muncy at the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the night with 2 singles and a run scored. He's hitting .213 on the year. Batting left, gets ready. Gets ready for the first pitch. First pitch on the way. Right down the middle. Bang. Called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Muncy. I got my phone buzzing. I got things blinking. Looks like the space shuttle up in here. I don't know what to do. Just going to keep calling the game for you guys. No ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on for the Dodgers, leading 4-1 here in the bottom of the sixth. The next pitch to Max Muncy is on the way. Down low in the dirt. Probably knocked out a gopher at home plate there. He's knocked out, fell back in his hole. His whole family down there panicking, wondering why he's knocked out. He's like, some dude hit me with a baseball. I'm never going out of this hole again. Pitcher almost delivered. Then he looks back at Mookie Betts and says, "You better quit leading off there, Mookie. I'm going to throw it over there." And Mookie says, "Go ahead, throw it. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of you." The 1-1 pitch to Max Muncy on the way. In the dirt again. That gopher wasn't there this time because he's still knocked out. His family's getting him an ice pack. Little gopher family down there in trauma because this guy keeps hitting him in the dirt. Two balls, 1 strikes to Max Muncy. Pitch on the way. He swings on it. Fouls it back. Virtual fans fighting for the foul ball. None of them got it because they're virtual and they can't move. They're just cardboard people with no feelings and no ability to run after a baseball. Get a souvenir. Next pitch, 2-2. Outside. Called. Strike. He punches out Muncy. It looked like it was outside. Max headed to the dugout looking angry. The ump says, "Just get over there and sit down over there, Max Muncy." 35 viewers up in the chat. 35 viewers. All quiet. All quiet up in the chat. Taylor up for the Dodgers. Chris Taylor, .255 average, 1 for 2 on the night. He's got 2 home runs on the season. So this young pitcher's starting to calm down a little bit, I think. 2 outs, 2 on. Bottom of the sixth, 4-1 Dodgers. Next pitch gets past the catcher. Dodgers runners advance, so we got runners now on second and third with 2 outs. Second and third with 2 outs. Taylor remains at the plate with a 1-ball, no strike count. 1-ball, no strike count. Taylor's ready. Pitch on the way. Another one low. Low in the zone for a called ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Taylor. Runners on second and third. Next pitch. Down low, fouled back. Fouled back, makes it 2 balls, 1 strike to Chris Taylor, the Dodgers center fielder tonight, wearing number 3 for your Los Angeles Dodgers. Here we go. The 2-1 on the way. Taylor swing, a mighty swing, and a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taylor. Flexing his hand like I can't believe I didn't hit that. I knew I was going to hit it and I didn't hit it. But it was going so fast. All right, the 2-2 on the way. Outside for a ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Three balls, 2 strikes to Chris Taylor with Will Smith on deck for the Dodgers. Three balls, 2 strikes to Chris Taylor here. 2 runners on, second and third with 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Taylor swings, fouls it right field, just at the first base area, and it goes out of play about 12 rows up. Cole or Scherzer? I don't know. Tough call, man. Scherzer? What do you think? 37 viewers are high for the day. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Next pitch to Taylor. Taylor hits it hard. Right field. The right fielder misjudges it. It bounces to the wall. Betts scores. Seager scores. So 2 Dodgers score. Taylor's standing on second base. Stand-up double if they don't give this guy an error. And it's 6-1 Dodgers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Mark Finley says, nice. I agree, nice. Yep, he misjudged it. He come running in to catch it, and then it went over his head. That was that old big fella for the Diamondbacks. All right, Will Smith at the plate. First pitch is a called strike on the outside. No ball, 1 strike to Smith with 2 outs. Runner on second. Yeah, it went right over his glove. He misjudged it. Check swing for Will Smith, foul. So it's now no balls, 2 strikes to the young Will Smith. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the 6th. Dodgers lead 6-1. Will Smith 0 for 1 on the night. Piamps for the Diamondbacks has now thrown 27 pitches. Next pitch is in the dirt. He's hunting for that gopher again. But the gopher ain't coming back up tonight, he said. He checked out. His family told him, stay in the bunker, little gopher, because this guy's trying to hit you on your head. And he said, okay, I'm not going to go out there because my head hurts. Will Smith says, whoa, I'm not ready for this pitch. He's taking too damn long. Let me fix my gloves. Check my bat. Adjust my uniform. then I'll step back in this box when I'm damn well ready. Smith's ready. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. Right down the middle. Smith turns on it, hits it right to the center fielder for the 3rd out of the inning. That's the end of 6, ladies and gentlemen. End of 6. Dodgers 6, Diamondbacks 1. We go to the 7th, and I'm going to take a little break. I'll be right back. I got to get my own beer. There we go. My deal's working. And out. I'm running for a beer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to run out into the backyard. Diamondback, the first one up, hits a grounder to second base. He's thrown out at first. It's 1 out in the inning. Dodgers got a new pitcher, Jake McGee. 3.86 ERA on the season. He got out Calhoun right there. So I had to run all the way out into the backyard. I have a little pub shed out there called the Valhalla Sports Bar and Grill. It's a shed in my backyard that I cut a hole in the side. And it's got a bunch of like sports memorabilia, a couple TVs, a bar, a beer fridge. Anyway, I had to run out there to get my beer. Next, Ahmed is up. First pitch, he pops it up. Will Smith gets underneath it at the on deck circle, makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. The 2nd out of the inning. A Bud Light and a Coors Light glass. Is that illegal? Is that illegal, ladies and gentlemen? Andy Young up for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 2 on the evening with 2 strikeouts. And he's up there with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. That ball misses for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, 2 outs, top of the 7th. 6-1 Dodgers. The 1-0 is on the way. High for called strike. High and outside for called strike. Nice pitch. Excuse me. 26 viewers remaining in the chat. I lost a couple because I went to get a beer. I apologize. I was thirsty. Next pitch. A swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Young, who's trying not to do 3 strikeouts in a row because that would make his family sad. The 1-2 to Young on the way from the lefty. Low and inside. Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Young. McGee's up to 7 pitches. The 2-2 on the way outside for a ball. Called ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to the Diamondback hitter. Mark Finley's having a cold one with me. Right on, man. What are you drinking? Karen Bella Fortnite asked me, hey, man, is the NBA fake? No, it's not fake. They're just in a bubble because there's a pandemic right now. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. And the Lakers are going to go win them championship number 17 this year, ladies and gentlemen. Number 17 is coming back to Los Angeles from the bubble. Kevin One checks in, says, let's go Dodgers. Let's go. 6-1. 6-1, ladies and gentlemen. 6-1. And I go to the internets. Six to 1. They're winning. Executive assistant. 273 is the subscriber count for Valhalla Sports Talk. I thank you all for your support. 273. Julian Cruz says he's going to get me some subscribers. I love it, man. You do it. Hook me up. Hook an old fella up, an old Dodger fan. Give me some peeps. I'm trying to make affiliate. I got a goal. I got a goal to get to 400 by the end of September here. What did I say the number was? 273? Let's fix the ticker. $273. Trying to get to 400. That'll put me on my goal. On my goal to get affiliate by the end of the year, by Christmas Day. I got to be at 1,000 by Christmas Day. Now I made everything come on here, and I don't know why, but I fixed it real quick because I'm learning. I'm learning stuff. I'm headed for 300, Kevin One, thanks to people like you. Thanks to people like you. I got 29 up in the chat. Kike is up at the plate again. It's 1 ball, no strike to him already. Next pitch. Outside. That'll make it 1 ball. Oh, excuse me, 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes. To Kike Hernandez. Kike Hernandez. The 2-0. On the way, Hernandez gets underneath it, hits it hard, right field, deep. The Diamondback right fielder gets under it at the wall, catches it. Catches it at the wall. Greg Torres says, all day, L.A. And Karen asked me if the NBA's rigged again. I don't think it's rigged, man. I don't think it's rigged, and I think the Lakers are about to win championship number 17 this year. And I'm going to be ecstatic. Edwin Rio's up for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 2 on the night, hitting .258 on the season with 3 home runs. First pitch down low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes to Rios. Piamps is still pitching for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch, right downtown for a swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Rios. Rios is playing third base for the Dodgers today. Justin Turner. Oh, Rios hits it hard. Second base. Fly out. Hard line shot caught by the second baseman. That's 2 outs now, bottom of the 7th. Guys, I totally forgot to do the 7th inning stretch again. Let's do it right now. Anyway, you guys got to start reminding me to do the 7th inning stretch because I forget. But Lux is at the plate. He's already in a 2-ball, no-strike count. 2 balls, no strike count to Lutz. Lux. Next pitch down on the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. Dodgers lead 6-1. 6-1. Jorge Gomez, give me some thumbs up. Even though I screwed up the 7th inning stretch. Next pitch. Inside for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lutz. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lutz. Next pitch. Right down the middle. Bang. Called strike. Called strike. So now it's a full count to Lutz. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Next pitch. Low and inside, called strike. The umpire punches out Lux, and he has to take a seat over there. So after 7, the Dodgers lead 6-1. We go to a commercial break. Dang it, I can't believe I forgot to hit the 7th inning stretch music again. I've done it 2 games in a row. I get too fired up, or I probably forgot and went and got my beer instead. Like a rookie, learning things on the go. Still got 28 up in the chat. I thank each and every one of you. It's cool having some folks to talk to during these games. Cool having some folks to talk to. So how is everybody this fine Monday evening? Let me know how your day was. Let me know how your day was. Two hours and 29 minutes into the stream, ladies and gentlemen. And we added another subscriber. We're at 274. And this program doesn't like it when I make changes on the fly. Blaze Crack checks in and says, what time is it here for me? For me, man, it's 8:52. 8:52 for me here. Alex Wood. Alex Wood in. 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 base on balls, and 4 Ks on the season. Karen's still pushing that conspiracy theory that all the sports are fake. Come on, man. We get enough of that shit on the politics side. Blaze says it's 11:52 in his world. 11:52. Blaze, are you about to turn into a pumpkin? Curtis says he's enjoying my call of the game. Even even fly balls are exciting. That's because I don't know what's going to happen either. Because the sports aren't fixed. My day was okay, man. Pretty chill. All right, so the Diamondback hitter is Varsho. I totally missed 3 pitches. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Varsho with no outs here in the top of the 8th and nobody on. Wood gets ready to deliver. Next pitch. Swing, fouled back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Varsho, who's 0 for 2 on the night. He's got a 148 average on the season. The next pitch from Wood, outside for a called strike, and he punches him out. He punches him out. Tells Varsho, take a seat, man. Over there. Take a seat. You're the first out of the top of the 8th. Julian Cruz asks, how do I have quiet streams with 2 dogs? I don't. They're usually barking. It depends on what time it is. This is the time of night where they've already had their dinner, right? So they're kind of quiet because it's not time to go to bed yet when they get their little bone treat, right? When they go to bed. So they'll get loud when it's time to go to bed again. But usually if these streams are going at about, 5 o'clock my time, then the wife is showing up at the house. Then the dogs are barking, or the neighbors are showing up from work and the dogs are barking. So you hang out long enough, you'll hear some dogs. Carson Kelly up for the Diamondbacks. He's 1 for 2 on the night. It's already in a no ball, 2-strike hole. No ball, 2 strikes to this fella already. Now it's 1-2. Wood is delivering. That's our deal, Curtis Conrad. We tell them when they're going to sit. Buddy of mine, JD, started that on the channel here, telling people where to sit. So now we tell the players where to sit when they get an out. They have to sit over there. This game flew by. That one was a foul off on a dirt ball. I think it might have caught the umpire there too on his finger. He's looking at his finger like I'm going to call a strike here because this guy just hit me with the ball. Next pitch. Outside ball. Outside ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes to C. Kelly. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Makes it 2 outs here in the top of the 8th for Woods. What was that? San Francisco winning 29-2? What does this mean? San Francisco 22, Colorado 2 in the top of the 8th. Are you kidding me? That's why I hate the designated hitter. Don't bring that shit back. The National League isn't supposed to have those stupid scores. We play baseball in the National League. Next pitch right downtown. Bang. Castro 1 for 3 on the night. He's looking at an 0 ball, 1 strike count. Next one is same place, and he keeps just looking at it. Looking at it like he's watching TV. There's your dog bark you were looking for. There's the dog barking. He wants to come in. He's had enough of being outside. He says these rattlesnakes and coyotes are chasing my ass. I'm 14 years old, and I want to come back in the house. Executive assistant comes out to get him. Castro hits a foul ball way down the right field line. Just foul. That was low Castro. It's 1 for 3 on the night. 1 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Dodgers 6, Diamondbacks 1. 38 up in the chat, our high for the day. Welcome, one and all. I thank you so much for the support. If you're new here, I always ask, please hit that subscribe button. A little bit of an encouragement for the old fella when he's new to the YouTube game. Wood, next pitch. On the way, high. Ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Diamondback hitter, LaCastro. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a full count. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Nobody on for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch, swung on, fouled back behind the plate. That is a ridiculous score in San Francisco, folks. That's why I do not want the National League carried over with the DH next year. I hate it. I hate the DH. Next pitch, down low, hits the dude in the foot. Hits him in his foot. He shrugs it off, runs down to first base, says, I get a free base because you hit me in the foot. Wood says, damn. Now I got a runner on first with 2 outs in the top of the 8th here. Blaze says the Braves win 10-2. Go Braves. Blaze, my buddy that was in here earlier, old Jack, he was a Braves fan in high school. The Dale Murphy days. Dale Murphy. Who else was on that team? What was that? Chris Horner, the third baseman? Next pitch. Swung on, fouled at the plate. This is Marte up for the Diamondbacks. It's now no ball, 1 strike to Marte. Runner on first with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Marte's 1 for 3 on the night. 1 for 3 on the night. Hitting .307 on the season, so he's a tough out. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back. Marte, .307, 1 home run. He's lucky to have survived the purge in Phoenix yesterday at the trade deadline. They traded everybody else that was decent. Next pitch, swung on, hit deep, center field. Taylor on his horse catches it. And the Diamondbacks are put down. In the middle of the 8th we go. Dodgers leading 6-1. Chipper Jones days, Blaze. I like Chipper, man. I liked him. Mark Finley just subscribed. Thank you so much, sir. You are the man. You are the man, Mr. Finley. Helping us get to our goal. Helping us get to our goal. Trying to compete with these young bucks here in the YouTube game. Trying to make a little noise. Let them know we're here. Let them know we're here. Ronald Acuna is amazing. Yes, he is. Mark, I thank you so much, dude. Welcome. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk. Valhalla Sports Talk, the home for the Minnesota Vikings, Los Angeles Dodgers, Los Angeles Lakers, Los Angeles Kings, and Kevin Harvick in NASCAR. Plus, we do a little Call of Duty content, ladies and gentlemen. A little all that stuff. Everyone always asks where the Vikings came from. That's my team from birth almost. And then I grew up in Los Angeles, so all my other teams are from there. All my other teams are from there. 37 viewers up in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dodgers having a good night here, 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Tyler checks in. What's up, Tyler? The swagster. How you doing, man? Nope, no LA Rams, no LA Raiders. The Raiders actually practiced, Curtis, in the town that I grew up in. That was where their practice facility is. So I got to know a lot of those guys in the Raiders in the 80s there. Used to rub elbows with them famous folks. Marcus Allen, Jim Plunkett, Howie Long, Lyle Alzado, all them Raiders from the 80s. All right, Betts at bat for the Dodgers. First pitch, called strike down the middle. Maya is the pitcher for the Diamondbacks, a righty. A righty for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch on the way outside, almost a pass ball. So it counts now 1-1 on Mookie Betts. 1-1 on Mookie Betts here, who's 1 for 3 on the night. 1 for 3 on the night, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch, outside. That makes it 2 balls, 1 strike to Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts, who sleeps in money, I'm sure. Just sleeps in a bed full of money. Next pitch on the way. Swung on, hit hard. Right center. The right fielder goes back to the warning track and catches it on the fly for the first out of the 8th inning here. Tyler Swaggerty says he's heading to Call of Duty in 20. I might join you. Curtis says he hates the Rams for leaving St. Louis. A lot of people do. Blaze asks if he donated $200, what would I do? I don't know, man. I'd be happy. I'd scream Yahoo or whatever. You don't have to do that, though, man. You don't have to do that, my man. 200 cents. I'd probably scream Yahoo. Same as if you had to be 200. Next pitch, foul back. Off the umpire's face, I think. 200. You got me, dude. You got me, Blaze. 2 walks, 2 runs for Corey Seager, who's at the plate. He's 0 for 2 on the... What? I thought it said he was 0 for 2. Anyway, next pitch, down low in the dirt. That makes the count 2 balls, 1 strike to Corey Seager with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Curtis said Mookie eats money. Blaze, I'm poor too, my man. I understand. Not poor, I guess. I'm very fortunate, actually. Next pitch on the way, down low in the dirt. Makes it 3 balls, 1 strike to Corey Seager, who's 0 for 2 on the night. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th, with the Dodgers leading 6-1. A.J. Pollock in the on-deck circle for the Dodgers. Next pitch, swing and a miss by Corey. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Three balls, 2 strikes to Corey Seager. The 3-2 pitch from Maya on the way. Inside, Corey turns on it, hits it down the right field line to the wall. Corey's on his horse, stand-up double. Stand-up double. Corey knew Pollock is coming to get his little lead for hitting average here. So here come the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? All right, so 8th double of the year for Corey, who stands on second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. The Dodgers leading 6-1. And that brings up A.J. Pollock, number 11, who has to be getting close to Seager for the lead on the team in batting average. Pollock swings at the first pitch, fouls it back behind home plate. That score is insane, Jorge. It's insane. 23 runs in a game. Curtis names his favorite band as Corey Seager and the Silver Bullet Band. Trying to hit right down the middle, bang for a called strike to Pollock. Seager standing on second, thinking about a music career thanks to Curtis Conrad. Thinking he can start a band, play at your local VFW, small venues. Next pitch, way outside, and Pollock swung at that mess. Disgusted with himself. And he has to go sit down over there because that was ugly. If he was intentionally walking Pollock, that's how far he threw that to the outside, and Pollock still swung at it because he was just guessing. Like they always do. Exactly. I was thinking about who let the dogs out when they came out here barking. I even think Thor hit the woof woof one time on cue. Chris Taylor up for the Dodgers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the eighth. They got runners on first and second looking to do more damage. Over there, they're looking to do some more damage. 34 viewers. Isn't that our high, guys? Isn't that our high for today, 34? Or did we get to 37? Next pitch, fouled off first base side. First base side, ladies and gentlemen. 2 hours and 47 minutes into this stream, and we haven't crashed. Last time I did that, we crashed immediately thereafter. Taylor on the night is 2 for 3. 2 for 3. No ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. The pitch from Maya is on the way. Way outside. Taylor didn't fall for that mess. He says, I'm not swinging at that garbage like Pollock did. I'm going to wait for you to throw one over this plate, and then I'm going to make a deposit. Make a deposit into them bleachers. Mark's looking for a hit here. Pitch on the way. Inside. He fights it off. It's a blooper to the second baseman, and the Diamondbacks are out of the inning. So we go to the ninth. Ladies and gentlemen. Walker, Escobar, Calhoun out for the Diamondbacks when we come back from commercial. When we come back from the commercial break. Yeah, we blew that one. Left some runners on base there, didn't we? Left some runners on base there. Boo. 275, ladies and gentlemen. 275 is the subscriber count. 25 likes on the video. And no jackwagons gave us a dislike today. So I always like that too. Always like that too. But 275, way cool, way cool. I'm so excited about where we're headed. Just got to keep putting in the work. Keep putting in the work, ladies and gentlemen. Let's fix our number and watch how it screws everything up. That's not the case. Maybe I'm learning something. Mark says I need another beer. I need another beer too. I wonder if my executive assistant will bring me one. Executive assistant. Executive assistant. Let's try to ring the bell. See if we can summon her. Victor House 3 says you work. Not now, dude. I got laid off in May when this whole COVID thing started. I got to find something, though, because my wife's getting pissed. Now, we're doing okay. But I do got to find something. 31 viewers. The bell didn't work. I'm going to have to go get my own beer. I'll probably just wait till after the game. Christian Walker, over 3 on the night, 2 pop-outs, a ground-out. 292 on the season. The new pitcher for the Dodgers is Alexander. Pitch on the way, almost hit him. He almost hit the dude. Walker looks angry. Victor says, I'm doing a good job. Thanks, Victor. Appreciate it, man. I love some Dodger baseball. So it's pretty easy, actually. I have fun with it. Next pitch on the way. Foul. Third base side. Foul, third base side. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike with no outs here in the top of the ninth. Diamondbacks down to their last 3 outs. Curtis says he's going to be a regular. I thank you, man. Look forward to talking to you at all these Dodger games. Next pitch. Hit hard. Left field. Kike Hernandez gets underneath it with that bright red glove and porn stash and catches it like a cool mofo and then throws it back in. We got 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Alexander licking his fingers saying, damn, I thought I gave up a dinger right there. But you didn't because Kike Hernandez was on the case, baby. Blaze says he's going to head out. Have a good night, Blaze. Thanks for stopping by. Pleasure meeting you. All right, next batter hits it to the pitcher who has to run over for it, throws him out at first. So that's 2 outs. The Diamondbacks are down to their last out here. That was Escobar that was at the plate for the Diamondbacks. That was Escobar. And the Diamondbacks are down to their last out, ladies and gentlemen. 29 viewers in the chat. I think we stayed in that number almost the whole game. Thank you so much. And here comes Cole Calhoun again. He's 0 for 3 on the night with a flyout and 2 groundouts. 207, 8 home runs, 19 RBIs. This is the outfielder that the ball went over his head. I think that was like in the 6th. Thank you. Next pitch, low and outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike to Calhoun. Alexander's pitched 5 pitches since he got in the game. Cruz says this guy's underrated. I kind of had a feeling. He looks like a slugger type, like Ron Say. Next pitch on the way. Down low, bounces through Will Smith's legs. He tells the umpire I need a new ball because I ain't getting up to go get that one. My knees hurt. I'm a catcher. Don't you know? But it's 2 balls, no strikes to Calhoun, who again is 0 for 3 on the night. And here we go. Next pitch. Outside. So 3 balls, no strikes. That is a hitter's count, ladies and gentlemen. 3 balls, no strikes to Calhoun. Alexander looks at Will Smith, says, yeah, I'll throw that pitch. Here we go. Next pitch. Low and outside for a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Calhoun. Nobody on base. 2 outs, top of the ninth. Dodgers lead 6-1. Dodgers lead 6-1. Ahmed in the on-deck circle for the Diamondbacks. Will he get a chance to hit? Next pitch, swing and a miss by Calhoun. That makes it 3-2, a full count. Full count, ladies and gentlemen. Calhoun grimaces like, I'm going to hit this ball, and I'm going to hit it hard because I'm not ready to go home. Let's see what Alexander has. Is he going to let him get a hit? Next pitch, walked him. He walked him. Calhoun marches to first base. Alexander shakes his head like, oh shit, I just walked a guy. Roberts is going to be pissed. Jorge says, good game, excellent transmission. Keep it up, buddy. Thanks, Jorge. Julian says he hates World Series Game 5 was his favorite game. Now it's the game you hate the most. I understand. Nick Ahmed up for the Diamondbacks, 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout, flyout, foul out. And he steps in against Alexander. 2 outs here in the top of the ninth with 1 out, or with 2 outs. Runner on first for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch, inside, ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Alexander sweating like he's been working in the coal mines. A little bit of pressure. The lefty gets ready to deliver. Next pitch, right down the middle, bang. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Inside. Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ahmed. Or Ahmed. Again, 2 outs, runner on first for the Diamondbacks here in the top of the 9th. Next pitch, hit hard, left field, and it's gone. All the way to the bullpen. There was no doubt. That came off the bat, and it was gone. So the Diamondbacks cut the lead here in the top of the 9th to 6-3. He hit that shit a ton. Landed right in the Dodgers bullpen. Yep, he leaned down and turned on that bad boy. It was gone. 29 viewers up in the chat. Alexander continues to pitch for the Dodgers. Next pitch on the way. Low for a ball. Kenley Jansen getting ready in the Dodgers bullpen. Have a good night, Billy. Kenley Jansen getting ready in the Dodgers bullpen. Next pitch, inside. This is Young at the plate, who's 0 for 3 on the night. So that's 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes, nobody on, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Dodgers lead 6-3. Conrad said he didn't like that dude in that spot. 29 viewers. So it's now 2 balls, 1 strike to Young with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. Alexander gets ready to deal. Next pitch on the way. Inside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Young. On deck is Varsho for the Diamondbacks. I hope he didn't get up. Next pitch. Right downtown, bang. Called strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count to Young for the Diamondbacks. The 3-2 on the way. Inside. Walked him. What the hell are we doing, Dodgers? What the hell are we doing? Dodgers getting on the phone. And I don't think they're calling for takeout. No Ubers. They're calling for some arms in the bullpen. Will Smith goes out and talks to Alexander, pats him on the butt, says, "You suck. Let's get out of here." Dave Roberts looks like he's going to go out and talk to him. He's coming out. He hasn't thrown the hook yet, I don't think. Nope. Claps his hands, says, "Give me the damn ball. Get your ass off the field. We're going to the pen. We're bringing in Jansen." California love. California love. We are going to the pen. Jorge Gomez says, "What's going on?" It's a baseball game, Jorge. Was something wrong on your screen? I think I'm still here. We're 3 hours, 1 minute into the stream with 35 viewers. And I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. Other Dodger fans in the chat, when Kenley Jansen comes in, a couple years ago when he came in, it was like a done deal. He came in and you were like, "We got this shit. It's about to be over." We hear California love. He gets some outs. And then we hear, "I love LA," right? I don't feel that way anymore. I haven't for 2 years. What are your feelings? about Kenley Jansen? Do you think he's still got it? Or is his confidence that of a 16-year-old high school girl? Because he literally scares the shit out of me every time he goes in there now. Every time he goes in there now, I'm terrified. All right, Jansen, 16 games, 1-0 record, 9 of 10 on save opportunities. I saw the one that he didn't get, of course. 1.23 ERA, 14 and two-third innings, 6 base on balls, and 21 Ks. That all sounds great. That all sounds peachy. 277 is our subscriber count, guys. You guys have hooked me up today again. Again. We went from what, 2? So we gained another 10 today or something like that. 10 or 11. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Dalton Varsho up for the Diamondbacks. He's 0 for 3 on the night with a pop out, 2 strikeouts. He's hitting 143 on the season, no dingers, no RBIs. It's 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. Jansen needs to get 1 out. And Jansen gets ready to deliver. Jansen ready to deliver to Varsho, the 8th spot hitter for the Diamondbacks. Next pitch. Low in the dirt. Will Smith fires it back to Jansen. Varsho, a left-handed hitter, number 12 for the Diamondbacks. Here we go. The 1-0 on the way. A swing and a miss by Varsho. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, ladies and gentlemen. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. High heater. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the Diamondbacks down to their last strike, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch on the way from Jansen. Down low, foul, left field line. One ball, 2 strikes to Varsho, who's again 0 for 3 on the night. Jansen on pitch number 5 of the evening coming up. Let's get out of here. Next pitch. Low and outside, swing and a miss. Dodgers win. Let's go, baby. I love LA. I want to play that song so bad on the channel, ladies and gentlemen, but I'll get copyright strike so quick it'll make my head spin. It'll make my head spin. I want to play the I Love LA song when the Dodgers win. That's it. Dodgers win this one from Dodger Stadium 6-3, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of a 3-game series. Valhalla Sports Talk will be back again tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series, and I invite you all back. I thank everybody that came in and visited us today in the chat, said hello, introduce yourself, let us know how you're doing. Thank all the subscribers from before and from tonight. Every one of you rock. I thank you for the likes on the video and look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow here on Valhalla Sports Talk for more Dodger Game Day action. Again, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And you guys have a great evening. Anyone want to ask me any questions before I shut this puppy down? Eric Lee checks in. I haven't seen him before, so welcome to the channel. Disappointed the Dodgers didn't trade Lux. So you're not high on Lux, how he's acting. You think we should get something for him, huh? What did he do on the night? What did he do on the night here? Yeah, 143 average too. I get what you're saying. Kevin One celebrates another win. Flavio Pinedo says, "Let's go." What's up, Flavio? Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk, man. Edward Salgado checks in another wood. Thank you, Dodgers. Thank you, Dodgers. Jorge Gomez is throwing up some thumbs up, some claps. Ishmael Mendoza checks in and says, "Good game. We'll see how y'all do tomorrow against Gian or Gallon. Come on back, Ishmael. Let's see how we do." Curtis Conrad says, "Yeah, baby, stay safe. I love LA." And Julian Cruz says, "Let's go, baby." Anna Laura says, "Good night." Good night, Anna. "See you tomorrow for sure," says Julian. "See you tomorrow, man." And Salvador Chavez says, "See you tomorrow." I'll see you tomorrow, man. See you tomorrow. So what does that do for the Dodgers here on their record? What does that do? Just one sec. Tish, come here for a sec. My dog is tearing up the carpet, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why. All right, so that's going to do it for tonight's Dodgers game day. Again, the Dodgers win the first game of this three-game series at Dodger Stadium, 6-3, and game two is tomorrow night, 27-10. Are you serious? Oh, the record, 27-10. I thought you were telling me the score of that Giants game or something. I thought they'd put even more up. Okay, I got you. And Kershaw goes tomorrow night, Julian says. We're excited about that. Yeah, tonight was a kind of a chill evening. I thought the Dodgers didn't get any trouble most of the night, it seemed like, other than a couple little skirmishes. Did they hit any home runs tonight? I don't think we got any dingers. Bobblehead Bobby didn't make a single appearance today, ladies and gentlemen. But with small ball, we still got it. And then I was curious if Seager was still the batting leader. He's hitting 311 now, and what about Pollock? Oh, yeah, he's way up there. So Seager's still hitting 311, and Betts is 296. I just thought Pollock has got a bunch of hits the last few games. And yep, Dodgers are best in the league thus far. So we will take that. A lot of doubles by the Dodgers tonight. A lot of doubles by the Dodgers tonight. So I was pretty about that. I mean, just small ball today to get her done, right? They left 11 guys on base, it looks like. All right, Jorge, see you tomorrow, man. Thanks for coming in, dude. I'm about to make you a mod, too, so I'm about to make you a mod for these games. Alrighty, so that's going to do it for Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers game day for today. Again, from Los Angeles, 6-3, Dodgers win. And I'm going to end this thing tonight. And again, thank you for everyone that came in and joined us. And away we go. End